Right, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. How are we all? I hope we're all doing super well. Want to say before we start, thank you guys so much. We're just fucking growing and growing again and again. It's fucking mental. My tiny brain cannot handle what the fuck is actually going on at the moment. You know, when you look at everybody else, you're only on 700, bro. Come on, it's not that much. It's not that much, but it's loads. 700 people have watched the video and gone, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe. I like this. Over 700. What the fuck? I'm literally the biggest mong on the planet that just talks about guns. I mean, I'm not complaining. No, I'm not complaining at all. But it's fucking mental. It's crazy. See, my voice can't handle it. Yeah. So, today we're going to take a look at the Snipetron Vandal. Possibly, arguably, questionably the shittest sniper in the game. Out of them all. But one of the prettiest. I mean, I'm sure you'll see it in a thumbnail. I'm going to put a picture up on Instagram and everything like this. This is one of the best looking sniper rifles in the game. Just from looks. I mean, I've coloured mine at the minute, but in the thumbnail it will be a blood red. And oh, it's so pretty. You put a blood red finish on this, where the gold is, make that blood red, and it's just... You could literally... I'm not going to finish that sentence. But yeah, like I said, it statistically is probably the worst. I personally still think the Vectis is better. I've not used the Lanker yet. I'm building that. I know somebody asked for that. That's in the works at the minute. I've still got to level that up, actually. I think I've got one former in that one. The Rubico is better than this. What's the other one? The fuck's the other sniper? I actually can't think about it. There is another one, isn't there? I'm sure there is. Rubico, Snipetron. Oh, maybe I haven't then. Okay then. I'm fucking positive I've done a sniper video also. Paris, Sobek, Vectis, Breton, Sonos. Oh, obviously I haven't. I fucking know. Anyway, let's get on with the fucking video. So, the Snipetron. I've got two builds today. I've got a pure damage corrosive build, which we have for every other sniper. And then I've got a nice tasty hunting munitions build. So, this isn't for Eidolons. I don't care. If you don't want it, fuck off. I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered. So, obviously a big thing with this is the shot combos. Obviously that buffs your damage up. The more you use it, the better it gets over time, in theory. As you can see, it's getting progressively easier to do this. Oh no, that's fine. Crits are not really that important, are they, game? Fuck off. So, in my opinion, from my humble opinion, my personnel opinion, I would much rather use the other build I've got coming up. Yeah, this is just damage build. I mean, it does do the job. If you get your high crit numbers, then you'll kill very quickly, but if you don't get them, then you know it's not as good. But the other build I'm going to show you is... This is the pure damage corrosive build. There you go, if you want it. Like I said, this is for missions, it's not for Eidolons, so that's enough for that. And then this is the build here, which is... Yeah, that's corrosive. This is viral. Yeah, viral and hunting munitions. So, I think this one was better, if I can remember. So it depends on what procs with this build. if you get a decent proc like that, one shot. And because snipers have innate punch through on them, I can one shot the guys behind it. Now, it doesn't happen in every scenario, obviously. So that's like the same problem every other hunter munitions build has. If that slash does not proc, then you don't kill. You know, procced on the one behind, easy kill. But sometimes it doesn't want to proc at all. You sat there thinking away and it's not doing anything. That's not going to one shot. Well, it's not going to one shot, no. You see that initial slash killed him? And that slash will kill him there. So this is definitely better in this way, I believe, personally. For normal missions, I mean, obviously I do a lot of void stuff, as you guys have heard many a time. And I feel like this build is much more consistent than the other one. Sometimes I've been fucked over with the procs just not happening. But you see, like that, one shot, easy peasy. And other times it just never happens. So. Oh, I did need to shoot again. That would have one shot, but I shot again. So yeah, I would much rather use this build, in my opinion. So this is the one I'm going to recommend, but obviously you've seen the corrosive one. I can one shot the one behind him. Now my axe doesn't even strip every single, all the armor off of the target. And yeah, it still does stupid amounts of damage. You don't need a 100% armor strip Ash to do stupid numbers in damage. Obviously you would probably do more. But I don't think you need to completely remove armor to do shit tons of damage. In my opinion. Some people prefer that, and more power to you. That's completely fine. I don't know, so. We'd expect any less with Rhino. Rhino's such a good frame. I really feel like Rhino's underappreciated. So I didn't get any slashes on him. Or that one. But it's fine, because you can just flat out damage them, so. I think Rhino buffs would be a lot better with corrosive in the long run. Obviously later on in the game it's probably not going to be as good, but in the long run it's probably, in the, like, I don't know, the first, say, 2.5 hours maybe, corrosive Rhino would probably be better for that. Yes, you can spam this sniper. Now yeah, if any of you that play Wisp with snipers, I don't know why you would, but you can, and you can spam it. It does work. And there's another weapon that works with Wisp. Tell you what, we'll try that again. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Although I'm not really spamming them as much. Just... oh shit, completely missed him. That'll one shot. Yeah. Oh, hip fire snipers, yes. Do a mission, just hip fire him with this. Oh my god, look at the spread on that. Jesus. Goes everywhere. I don't even think I have heavy caliber on this. What the fuck? Oh, wow, that seems to go all over the place. And finally, the one-shot queen. I wasn't expecting to do this many videos on snipers, to be honest with you. just gonna one-shot completely. Fuck the slash prop. These fucking arcades are so good. Why would you not want to stick more damage on Mirage? Yep, that was 220k bleed on that, so nothing is going to live that. That's completely cool. So, I've shown you anyway, but this is the build I'm going to recommend to you. Yeah, I think this is much more reliable than the other build, but I'll show you this other build super quick. So, Serration, Hammer Shot, Bane of Corrupted, Point Strike, Vital Sense, Split Chamber, Malignant Force, High Voltage. If you want to go Corrosive, that works. I feel like this one will work a lot more overall, so I'm going to recommend this one for use. Oh, fucking, where's the fucking gash today? What the fuck? Serration for damage, Hunting Munitions for slash on a crit, Split Chamber for multi-shot, Primed Bane of Corrupted, Point Strike, and Hammer Shot for crit chance, crit damage, and status chance. Malignant Force from Rhyme Rounds for viral. So, the reason I use Hammer Shot there instead of Vital Sense is just because that status chance is fairly low without Hammer Shot, I believe. 35%, and you know, 48 is roughly 50%. I think that's a lot higher. If you want to chuck on Vital Sense in that spot, by all means, you might prefer that. Personally, I prefer Hammer Shot, so I'm going to recommend what I prefer. And yeah, obviously this is sort of the option slot, Prime Bane of Corrupted, but you'll lose a lot of damage. Bane mods are phenomenal mods. If you don't have them, go and get them. 55% bonus damage. That adds on top of all of this. So, don't sleep on Bane mods. They're underappreciated and they're undervalued and they're underused. They're expensive to max out though, so. Everything has a downside, apart from me. So, we have 13.3 accuracy, 70% crit chance, 3.2 times crit multi, 400 to 600 meter fall off, 2.00 fire rate, 6 magazine, 1.9 multi-shot, noise of alarming, 3 meters worth of punch through, which I actually think might be the most amount of punch through that a sniper has innate. I believe so. I don't think the Vectis has 3 meters of punch through on it. Punch through. No, that has 1. The Rollcar Wraith has 1. No, yeah, so the Snipetron does have the most amount of punch. I'm not sure about that Kuva sniper. That one might be better punch through wise, but 3 meters worth of punch through regardless. That's a lot for snipers without having any more built in. 2-second reload, which is a bit lengthy, but you know. 4 out of 5 Riven disposition. I do have a Riven for the Snipetron, but it's not maxed or I don't use it. It's been rolled 19 times and then I just gave up because that is what I managed to get that was good. I specifically remember getting minus like 100 and something % multi-shot. And I was like, yeah, nah, you're right, mate. I'll be shooting half bullets. Fuck off. So, I'm not sure about Rivens personally. I've tried. I'll get back to that at some point. But where would you put it though? I suppose you'd have to drop Bane of Corrupted. Unless you could get a crit damage and I don't know. Hammer Shot or Bane is probably where you could chuck that. Yeah, I don't know. Trigger of Semi, 26.5 impact, 477 puncture, 26.5 slash, and 636.0 viral. So, like I said, statistically, it's probably the worst sniper for pure damage. Then he said prime damage, then pure damage is probably the worst. But for like the niche bleed build, it's actually really fucking strong. And I really like this weapon. It's not very powerful, like I said. Snipers, the Vectis is much better, the Rubico is much better. The Lancer might be much better. I don't know. I've never used it properly. I've got one former in my Lancer at the moment, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. It's great. Rivens, I'm not so sure about. It doesn't... Well, if you could get a Riven with crit damage status and maybe some damage, multi-shot, crit damage, status chance, that would be okay. Like I said, I've tried rolling one, but it's not going my way at the minute, so I've learnt my lesson. If something doesn't go my way, I just tend to stop. Otherwise, I'll be 50 rolls in and a lot of Kuva down, so yeah. And yeah, there we guys go. So if you guys did enjoy that, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike for whatever reason. That comment section is always open. Any tips or tricks with this weapon would be greatly appreciated. Any questions, suggestions, recommendations, any of that goodness, let me know. I always respond to the comments, and if I don't, someone will, but 99.9% of the time it's me that does it anyway. And yeah, links to socials and things like that are in the description if you are interested. Subscribe if you're new around here. 200,000 by the end of the year. And it's been Acid, guys. I'll see you later.